Welcome back to the channel. My name's Adil and today is all about a Nissan Qashqai having the full Cambridge car audio experience.
So as you can see, once we've got the door cards off, we've fully sound deadened these. The customer has asked for us to fill the front doors and the boot first, and off of our recommendation as well, just as this is where most of our sound is going to be coming from. And we also have the sub in the back, so we're going to save some of the sound deadening for there. We'll also talk to the customer about whether or not he wants it elsewhere based on how much we have left or where it's been used. As far as the front doors, they're completely done now. We've fully filled the outside skin and this inner skin here. This is going to create great reduction in road noise and everything, as well as massively help the speakers perform. Speaking of speakers, we have the original ones that were riveted in. They're very light and flimsy. We've removed them and we've created these 3D adapters, which are the same as the Navara, so nice and easy to use. So we're going to be mounting our Voces into here, as well as the water skins guard. This is going to create a nice barrier on the inside of the door, stop as much water hitting them from the inside, as well as forcing that air from the speakers actually out of the door card and into the car, and stopping it from bouncing around on inside the door card. But apart from that, we're going to leave this here. We're going to move over into the boot. So over in the boot, we have a couple of different problems that we need to work with. The customer has requested that we try and get the subwoofer above the spare wheel well place on the top of the floor, but underneath those false floors that are halfway up. This is possible, however, we won't be able to use Velcro feet, and we really want to bolt this down to the car, as it's going to create a lot better sound and transfer that bass through the car. This is going to be a bit difficult because there's foam underneath there at the moment, but I'll show you in a second. We've already removed part of the foam, cut away some of the foam. We're going to be creating a platform underneath. Then we'll bolt through the floor into that solid wood and hinge the floor at halfway so that you can still access all of your stuff underneath. And that will create better sort of transfer from the bass through forwards to the front of the car. And also it's going to give us a place to mount our amplifier in the back here as well. So we're going to put that to the side on a nice platform of its own. And yeah, apart from that, we'll get to it, get everything out and get going. So as you can see, we've finished with this mount at the back. I created a nice platform here that we're going to be able to bolt our sub onto. We've also got the opportunity to create a little platform for the amplifier on the side here, and we've also got connections for our power wire coming in. As you can see, I've cut a nice line down the center of the factory floor, which allows us to place this on top and have it hinge forwards whilst also bolting our sub through here into our platform. It's going to create a nice base transfer actually through into the car instead of just vibrating this platform like nothing's happening. We've also, as you've seen, Nick has been very busy with sound deadening. We've sort of gone completely at the back here, completely filled the front doors, as I said before, and we're going to be doing a bit on the rears as well, per customer request. However, we need to get onto the wiring now. We're waiting on 3D prints for the speakers, so we can't be doing that yet, but we can run all the wires for them and start getting our amplifier all wired up. This is important because we need to get it all ready so that when we get the speakers and everything ready, we can just place them in the vehicle and get it all back together. But apart from that, we'll get this all out and get all of our wires to put back in there.
It has been a whole year. We've actually decided to kind of merge these two videos together. This client was in with us about a year ago, and that's some of the content you've seen already, but we decided to kind of merge the videos together because the client is back for more. We are taking the system from a two-way setup in the front end of the car to a three-way with some customization, adding another amp and a little bit more work to the vehicle. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the video.
I'm so sad.
So now that we've moved our tweeters from our dash, we have put our mid-range speakers in there. We are now moving them over to our door card where we'll make a custom pod and fill that in. So now that we've mounted our corner pod onto our door, we will now get the laser to set up where our sound needs to be directed to. And once we finish that, we will then move over to our fab room where we will then fill and smooth out the pod, ready for paint.
So now that we have laser lined where we want the tweeter to be, we've obviously screwed the speaker pod into place. We've then gone through our two-stage fill-in where we've then made sure that one, the pod is structurally sound, and also put a bit of conduit through just so our cables allow for easy access so that if we ever need to take the speaker out in future, it's then easy to pull in and out without getting caught on anything in between. So now that we've gone through and done our two-stage fill-in, we have then wet sanded down just to make sure that we don't have any low spots, or if we do have any imperfections, we can now spot them now. We will then go upstairs and put a light black layer of paint on there, just to highlight any low spots or any high spots. Come back downstairs again, do any sort of final filling work and wet sanding before the final coat of paint. So now that we've come to the end of our Nissan projects, we now have our tweeter pods in place. We've fitted in the sort of like the factory location for the doors. We also have our Voce 2s hidden up in the dash in a factory location as well, just with a slight few modifications just to make them fit. So we've also done our final tune as well now, just making sure that the customer has a couple of different options depending on the song choices that he has. Our laser alignment as well that we put through the roof hits the spots just right for us. So it sounds mega. I'll hand you over to Adil.
Like deja vu, we are finished, but again. So this car obviously was kind of filmed in two stages. About a year or so ago, we originally installed a two-way setup in the front end of the car, rear speakers, as well as a 10-inch sub, as well as a DSP 8-channel amplifier. The original tweeters went into the location on top of the dashboard, and then mid-bass drivers in the door cards, and then same again for those. And then the sub was neatly positioned underneath the floor. However, client has decided, before we could even post the actual video, is actually decided to upgrade it even further, and it sounds crazy now, a really big step up. And this is actually quite a common thing that a lot of our clients do go for, either initially or, like this client, upgrade along their way. So the system that we've got in the car at the moment now is a Voce three-way front end, so tweeter, mid-range, as well as the mid-bass driver in the door, and then we've got the rears as they were and then the sub as they were, but we've also added a 4-channel amplifier to create a full system and rewire as well. Obviously it is more cost effective to do this all in one go. However, client has kind of staged this over the years. We've done quite a few other bits to the car, like the side steps and de-chroming work, and a couple of other things that we did by the CBS Automotive brand. In terms of the actual sound, the staging now is really cool. We've actually custom built little pods for the Audison Voce tweeters, and then we made a little adapter to basically install the 3-inch mid in the factory location. They do take quite a lot of work to get into the factory location, but it is achievable by our team, as our team have done over the 2 periods of installations. It's really nice to actually show that we've obviously got returning clients again coming back to us for more work, just to kind of upgrade it even further, and it's now created a really nice system. But obviously from a year ago, the tuning that we've been able to do on this vehicle to get it to where we are right now has been dramatic as well. So what we're going to be doing is not listening to the original system that we installed. We're going to be sitting in this car very shortly, listening to the final results of this new setup with the 3-way front end, with a new amplifier in the car, and how the whole system sounds. So without further ado, let's jump inside the vehicle and have a listen. So this is the moment you have all been waiting for. We're actually going to listen to the final results of the system. You're joined by my little buddy over here. It's the only person that actually listens to me. So you guys will be listening through this microphone setup. I'll be sat here, I'll shut up for a couple of minutes, and you'll just be able to listen to the final results. Obviously, we've got an incredible system in this car now. So yeah, just sit back, relax and enjoy.
Tell him he's all you see. Tell him you got his keys, 'cause you coming back again. So he's gone, leaving then. You won't see him again. It was convenient, but you won't be staying friends. And you know that, sweetie, you know that.
And that sounds absolutely gorgeous in here. The definition now, obviously adding that mid-range in takes that separation away from those tweeters and mid basses, having that tweeter angle towards center of the car, it all just works really, really, really well. Really, really happy with the final results. Shane's done a fantastic job on the project on the second stage of it. But yeah, overall, absolutely incredible once again from our team. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you on the next one.